Hello YouTubers, this is Divine Rain Media. Today we're going to be starting from where we stopped last week. And in case you have not gotten that one, you can jump to that one, but you can also stick to this one, and I guarantee you're going to gain something today. Alright, so of course we'll be using this great software colledit to show you some of the things we want to show you today. And starting from where we stopped last week, we're going to be discussing showing you some things about this wonderful software. Right, so let's jump into it. Before we start, one of those little records, we're going to use that to show you the things we want to show you today. So let's just use this multiple track. Select track 1 to record. Okay, we just say Divine Rain Media, Divine Rain Media, Divine Rain Media. Okay, so press a space bar to stop. I'm going to do it again because we're going to need like 2 of this. So we just say Divine Rain Media tutorial, Divine Rain Media tutorial, and Divine Rain Media tutorial. Right, so let's stop it. Okay, alright, so we're going to need this to start out with. Alright, so today we'll be teaching you how to duplicate using colledit. And what is the essence of that? For example, you have a background and a background sound that's very short, and you want to duplicate that and make it longer, maybe for movie soundtrack and all that. You want to make it longer for pastor sermons, church sermons and all that. You want to make it longer for whatever you want to make it longer for. Understand? For example, you have this that's just 2 minutes, and the way you want to place it under as a layer is more than 1 minute, and you want to make it up to this very one. So that is where you need this duplicate. Right, what that does is that it will duplicate this and make it multiple. So whenever the thing stops, wherever it stops, then you can now split it there and cut it. Alright, so let's show you how that is being done. Alright, for example, let me just insert music. Maybe while this is talking, we just put music, using music as that would be a very good example. Alright, so let's drag this one up. I told you before that to move this wave block, what you need to do is to right click, then drag to wherever you want to drag it to. Just right click and drag it to wherever you want to place it. That is about one thing that is so nice about this software. You can drag it to anywhere easily. It moves smoothly. You can drag it to anywhere you want to drag it, place it anywhere you want to place it. And as time goes on, we're going to show you some other things that's very cool about this software. So let's jump into that. So I'm going to insert a soundtrack, and to do that you can either use this insert or just right click here, come to this insert here, is here and it's also here. You can just right click and come to this place. Then if it's MIDI you want to insert, come to MIDI, video from file you want to insert, but you don't need that for this audio software. If it's audio from a video file you want to insert, then make sure you copy that video file into the system before doing that, so that it will run smoothly. Alright, so let's click on wave. Okay, so let's look for a file. Right now I have no one. I have so many files. Let me just try to pick have so many audio files here. I have so many audio files here, so let me see if I can get the one that doesn't have a okay, so let's choose the one that doesn't have any vocal on it. These are the works, the project I'm working on. Let me just slowly search, slowly search, slowly search, slowly search, slowly search. Let me just slowly search. I think I'm going to get one here. Okay, so let me just use this. So let me just use this. Let's click OK. This appears. Alright, you can see that this is longer. This is longer than the sound I want to make it layer. So what I'm going to do is to split it so I'll be able to show you what I want to show you. To do that, just right click and come to split. Alright, split it, then click on delete. That will go off. Okay, let me just split it more. Let me just split it more so that I'm able to show you. Okay, so now let's play it. Okay, we just set the very well media. Alright. Okay, we just set the very well media. Alright, so let's bring down the volume of this one. This is outside the scope of this video, but okay, so I click on it and draw down the volume. Alright, so you sound like media. Okay. Media. Can hear this sound later, so let me just raise it up a little, just for the purpose of what I'm going to show you. Okay, so okay, so now duplicating. Like as I said earlier, make sure the way you want to duplicate the block is highlighted. You can either come to this place, see loop duplicate, or you can just right click on it. That is even easier for me. Just right click on it and click on loop duplicate. Alright, knowing that this these are how many seconds, like 3 seconds or so, so I'm going to duplicate it like for like 6. Okay, so if you want there to be gap, you can come to this, you can click this place, but if you don't want there to be gaps in between the two loops, so you just click continuous. Okay, so let's click 6, let's type 6 there. So it's going to make this particular layer sound here 6, so you can see it. Okay, and mind you as well, when you're duplicating, if you want to make it 6, just add it, because it's already 7 here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Adding the ones that the original ones there. Alright, so you can see this is the work of loop duplicate. Divide media. Okay, so press a space bar to divide. Alright, there is the work of loop duplicate. For something that is very, very long, you can make it up to 100, up to 200. And one good thing about this software is that some other software does not really have the ability to do that. This thing has a way of recording something for 4 hours at a stretch. 4 hours at a stretch, as long as you have a large hard drive, a large size hard drive that can contain what is in. So you can record 4 hours. So you can, if you have 4 hours in a loop, then you can, and you want to put something like this that just 2 seconds, you can just duplicate it and it will cover the whole this thing. And if you want to place it on the background, okay, if it's something like movie that you want to do that, and you can just do that. Whatever you want to do it, whatever you want to use it for, loop duplicate is very good and useful for some people that play sound like a software keyboard background while your podcast is going on. Maybe you say something and you want to post it online like a podcast and all that, you want to send it online and need a little just a soft keyboard background, you can just play something very short using this to duplicate it, and it will cover the whole length of the project. Alright, so that is it for this very one. So the next thing I'm going to show you is how to merge your clips. Alright, how to merge your clips. For example, we do these 2 clips that we split. You can decide to make them one. Alright, so just make sure that one is highlighted and you come to merge. Look at it. See, they have now turned to one single clip. So if you want to edit it, it's easier for you to edit. Maybe somebody brings something and you feel like, okay, I need to work on this. Even this one that we actually we can just pick like 2, merge the 2 together. Why is it want to get highlighted? Oh, okay, maybe something is wrong somewhere, but I'll just show you what I want to show you. Okay, so you can use that to merge your clips together. Alright, that is that about merging of clips. Right. Another thing is that when you're working on this, has to do with music. It has to do with music, and if you have a kick, let's assume this is your kick, and then this is your snare drum, and this is your cymbal all together, and this is the right time for them, and you don't want anything to happen to them, so you don't want them to scatter. What you do is to lock them. It will just lock to this place. You can bring it down there, but you cannot move it to either left or right. Okay, so let's just show you that how it's being done. So you right click on the loop you want to lock, then lock in time. You can do that to this one as well, lock in time. Do that to the lock in time. So what happens now is that you cannot drag it to left or right, but you can bring it down. You can bring it down to any track, but you cannot drag it to left or right. Especially if you're very sure and you have placed it at the right timing. You have placed it at the right timing, whereby the kick is sounding, the syncopation and everything is sounding correctly, and you don't want anything to happen to you. All you need to do is to just lock it there. Just lock it there. Whether the file is long or short, you can do that. You can as well lock this one, and it's not going to move out of this point. Okay. To remove that, just unlock it as well. Anytime you want to, you can just unlock it and check the lock plate. So, and the next thing I want to show you is crossfader. Alright, crossfader. There are different types of way of fading a block. your loop. Sometimes I can come, but let me just show you the one I want to show you. Maybe some other time I will show you the other ones. So this crossfader, what you do is to select the particular. Okay, let me just zoom it out so that you see what I'm trying to show you. Maybe this is the ending part of the song. Let's just solo this very well. Maybe this is the ending part of the song you want to. So all you need to do is to hold your left click on your mouse. Let me use the word left click on your mouse, and then select the portion you want to fade, then right click. Alright, then you see crossfader, or you can come to this place. You can come to this place. So whichever type, however you want to, whichever one you want to use, you can select any of them, either in or out. Just click on them. So once the music plays to that point, it will fade out. So what you say? Okay, so let's do that for in right now. Let's do that for in. So we left click again and drag, guys, selecting that portion you want to fade in. So come to your crossfader and click on fade in. Okay, so that is that for that. Okay, another thing is I want to show you is locking boundaries. For example, between this and this, I want to close this place. You must make sure that it's not too. Let me undo some of this. Just Ctrl Z and undo all these things. Okay, you want to close between this and this, and just highlight. Just highlight and then adjust boundaries. Alright, adjust boundaries and just highlight, and you see it is just like merging the clips together. Alright, just like merging the clips together. So let's try it on this multiple and see. So everything here now has become one. Alright, everything here has become one, different from that mesh clip. That mesh clip, I think, is just meant for only two clips together. It's just for only two clips together. So now this one is meant for multiple. If you have multiple things and you want to just make them single files, so that it will be easier for you to drag them, instead of you picking this one and dragging it to this position, picking this one and dragging it to this position, you can just make everything one single file. Just one single file, match the whole, adjust the whole boundary, and everything is matched together. Everything is matched together. Alright, so you can see it. Everything is now one. Let me get rid of this. Alright, so that is that for that. So I think what happens is that it's going to place another one at the background. Alright, so let's move on. Then talk about trimming. Trimming, you should know this one. Even in your Android phone, you do some little trimming. Your Android phone, you do some little trimming. So just select the part you want to trim. To do that, you left click on your mouse. Left click on your mouse, and then maybe that should be when you don't want a particular, like for example, you want to pick just this. Okay, we just say divine media. Just this divine, and you want to just pick only that, and you don't need the rest. That is a sense of trimming. You don't need the rest. So you just come to this place. Make sure it is selected. Like I said earlier, left click on your mouse, then drag it. Maybe I should zoom it out so that you see. Left click on your mouse, then drag it, then right click, then come to trim, or you can come to this edit here, see trim. It will just remove this side and this side, remove all the rest and leave only this one. Alright, so let's say divine media. That's S. So that is the essence of trimming. That is the essence of trimming. Then cut the same thing. You can just decide to cut the center, just any part of whatever you don't want to. One nice thing about this cut, let me just undo it. You can just cut the center, and this is where editing becomes very beautiful. You can just cut this center, right? And then bring these two together and merge the clips. It will look as if it's one before. You see, editing becomes beautiful at this point. They were not together before. You can decide to, okay, these two things, I want to merge them together. Cut this center and then bring this one together again, merge it. Very beautiful. Okay, I know by this time you are enjoying all this. Okay, alright, so this is where we're going to stop today, and then in 2 days time or so, on next week, we're going to be doing some more technical things with this great software called colledit. If you don't have it, you can go and download it and then check it out. See how nice it is. So if you like this video, you can click on the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Divine Media, and to get more of this, and leave a comment behind. Whatever you feel, whatever question you want to ask, go ahead and ask, and I'll get back to you. Right? So, bless.